Back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taking in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Right back to him on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. First down. Here's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Count might have got him. This might be a first down. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as his safety blitz winds up paying off. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We can make this one pretty simple. While the ball is progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 9 now. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The Patriots at 7-5 now in the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Burrow. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Now Burrow on first down. And this one complete to Smith.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ready up.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up the 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
2nd and 11. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
He'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely move the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check nigga. Black one. Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Down. Miss red.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Odafe Oweh there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
On third down, Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And they have to try and move past that pick six, because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. He's back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Throwing, Burrow.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Burrow.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Burrow.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Vikings, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for New England, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time efficient. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That finest. Her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worry about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro?